Hello, welcome to Magical Readathon. It's finally Magical Readathon time. Thank God. It's the only thing that's keeping me happy. That's kind of depressing. Anyways, it's the 4th, so it's been a few days and I still haven't read anything for the Readathon. Why, you might ask? I was trying to finish this, which I did yesterday. So now we can actually read things that I'm supposed to be reading. I thought I would just tell you my TBR for the week because the whole thing, it might change. If you're interested in my TBR for the Readathon, I will link the TBR somewhere, but yeah, I wouldn't trust it. I thought I would start off with the hardest and easiest things to do, if that makes any sense. The easiest is reading one of the short stories in this. I don't know what to do with the fact that I've read these and not written it down anywhere or even included it in Goodreads. I read 3 stories and I DNF'd one of them. No, I read 2 and DNF'd one, so I don't know what that... I might just like not... okay. I'm thinking while talking, which probably is not a good idea. I think I'm just gonna read it. I will write down the pages in my total of the year, but not include it as a separate book. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that because I don't really care about this. And I'm just using this to fulfill a prompt. The next short story that I have to read in this is called Genetic Changelings by K.N. Bose. If I hate that, I'll read the next one, which is called Overlap by Beth Cato. The first one is 7 pages. So I think I could do that today. So that's the plan for today, at least. Then I have an arc that has nothing to do with this readathon, unless I do one of the adventure things that you get guild points for, if you know what I mean. I think I might do the one that is Scroll of Standstill, which is to go like tricky puzzle things. I think that's more my character, and it's to read a 5-star prediction. I don't know if the arc that I have is a 5-star prediction. It's called My Mechanical Romance. It could be, but it's not one of my predictions, so I would have to read something else, which I will do if I have read everything else that I had in mind, you know? So yeah, and the last thing that I want to read this week is Little Women, because this is the hardest, in my opinion. It's not. A Conjuring of Light is hardest, but this is a classic, and it's Bible pages, and it's almost 600 pages. I'm actually quaking in my boots. So I thought I would today read the 7 pages, wow. Hopefully read the entirety of the arc because it's like 200 and something pages. So it's technically doable, but I have a lot to do today. I could read the 7 pages of this and the whole arc. That's the best case scenario. If not, I'll read the 7 pages that are so many pages. And then half of the arc, and then tomorrow I'll finish the arc and start this. I'm actually petrified of this. What if I hate this? I already DNF'd the buzzword of last month. By the way, this is the buzzword, if you didn't know, for this month. For me. Some people say that this is one of the easier classics to read. Hopefully it's true for me. But yeah, so that's the plan for this week, at least. Unless I finish early, then I'll tell you what I'm gonna read then. I actually forgot to mention something interesting that happened in my life because I don't leave this house. So nothing happens. But something did. The other day, aka Wednesday last week, I took out a wisdom tooth. I've already taken out the bottom 2 before. Now I still have 2 on the top. Of course I had to be born with all 4. I took this one out the other day. It's fine. I don't feel pain. Thank God. But if you notice that I have a fat bruise right here, please ignore that. Because I do. I try to cover it up with makeup, but I don't know. I just wanted to say that I took out a tooth and almost fainted, and the dentist thought I was insane. Bye now.
2 very boring minutes later.
I'm back. It is 4:30 now, and I read the 8 pages of the short story that is in this. The short story itself is not on Goodreads, but it's in this, and it says short story, so I'm counting it. It was about, I guess, a future where, you can genetically modify your kids and animals to have like wings and stuff. I gave it a 1.5. I didn't like it. I haven't liked a singular short story in this so far. I don't know. I might just like give up on trying to read this ever. And if I ever need to read short stories, I will pick this up, you know? Yeah. Basically, I'm gonna take this book off my TBR. But the short story was for the prompt spells and incantations, so 1 done. Proud of myself. 8 pages. I'm gonna go. I don't know what this was. I'm gonna go. I'll talk to you later. It's the 11th of April, obviously. I've read some. Clearly, that's why I'm here. I read the entire arc, which was called My Mechanical Romance. I think I've assigned it to something, but I don't remember what it was. It's the one I can't say. Artificery, I don't know. That one, which was to read a book set on Earth. I've assigned My Mechanical Romance to that. Why is it so bright? So I finished one prompt. It has nothing to do with the 2 careers I want, so that's beautiful. Speaking of reading things that have nothing to do with my career, I've started Little Women only because it is my buzzword. It's also for alchemy, which is to read a book that has romance in it, which this I think does. I read 96 pages of this. Yep. I think that classics are just not for me. Like, it's all fine. It's not the worst thing I've ever read. It's not like Alice in Wonderland. But I don't know. I just find that classics are just kind of boring. I don't know. It's my opinion. Nobody hate me. Also, I hate the fact that every time I try and imagine a character that fits Laurie, or whatever his name is, I just remember that it's Timothée Chalamet, and I hate that. I haven't watched the movie, so I only know the cast. I'm gonna try and read 100 more pages today. If I get sick of this, which is highly likely, I think, I might just start another book, probably Birthday, which has to do with my careers, both of them. It is for conjuration. So I might start that halfway through this to give myself a break. Even though this isn't terrible, there's just like a lot going on. Not a lot going on. There's nothing going on, but there are a lot of words. That makes sense. This week, hopefully I will finish Little Women, finish Birthday, and maybe at least start Serafina, which is for shapeshifting. Yep. Yeah, I'm gonna go now. I have stuff to do. I still need to do my bullet journal, but that's gonna have to be for like tomorrow or something. Whatever. Hopefully I can read 100 pages of this today. Don't know when, but we'll see. Bye. It's the 14th, and low-key, I feel like Little Women is giving me a reading slump-ish. I don't remember if I said how much I've read, but I've read until page 96, and haven't read anything since. So, because of that, I thought I would read this and put that on pause. Because otherwise I'm not gonna finish any single book, and it's gonna be Slump Nation, and I'm not gonna be a Necromancer. Also, I found a comic on NetGalley that was Read Now. Love that. Which was under 100 pages. It's called Cosplay, I thought I would read that too, so that I can complete, I forgot which prompt it was. I think it was Elemental Studies, but I don't remember. Let me check. It was Elemental, so I remembered for once, which was to read a book under 100 pages. Cosplay, I think, is 80 pages, so I'll do that, and then I'll start this, hopefully finish this today. It looks short and like a fast read. It's exactly 300 pages, so I think I could do this. There's a dog outside freaking out. That is the plan for today, because it's been a long time since I've read and I keep staring at my books being like, I still haven't read anything, which is a problem. So yeah, that's the update. Haven't read anything. See you the next time I update you. Hello. It's the 21st, aka it's been like a week, and I still haven't read anything. Yay. I did read, but not a lot. Anyways, let's get into what I have read. Last time I talked to you, I said I was going to read a comic from NetGalley called Cosplay, which I did. It was for the subject spells and incantations, so done. Then I read Birthday, which was for conjuration, which actually has to do with Necromancer. Yay. So I've read 1 out of 8 prompts, and there's like a week and a half left. Whatever. This was amazing. I gave it a 4.5. Really liked it. I still haven't read anything else of Little Women. Still on page 96. I don't know when I'm gonna get to this. I might not even read it this month. Then the other thing that I started was Seraphina, which was for the prompt shapeshifting. I'm on page 30. I'm gonna try and finish this today. I'm gonna try. Keyword. Actually, I read another book. I read an arc called The Reunion, which I assigned to the Art of Illusion prompt slash subject. Yeah, because it was enemies to lovers. I didn't like it. I gave it a 2-star, I think. It was not great, but I read it, so we're using it, obviously. And then I've changed a few of the books for the prompts. They might change again, knowing me, but I've changed them a little. Demonology is the one that was A Gathering of Shadows, but I received another arc that is called In the Shadow of a Wish. It's also 500 pages, so I don't know, but it's only 1 book. It's the first book in a series, and for some reason books on my phone are faster to read. I don't know. So I think I might be reading that instead, only because A Conjuring of Light is so big, and if I can't do anything else, I can use the other 2 books for the other prompts. Inscription is still one of the Darker Shades books, probably A Gathering of Shadows, even though I don't want to read it. But I don't know what other book I could put as an intimidating book that isn't humongous. I don't know. I have to think about it. It might be the last thing I do, so we'll see. Now, instead of like just reading these prompts that I still haven't done, I had a moment of stupidity and claimed an adventure thing for guild points, you know, because I'm stupid, which is to reread a book, one of your favorites, which isn't as bad in my opinion. And I thought I would do something smart for once, which is to reread The Prince and the Dressmaker, which is one of my favorite books. And it's a graphic novel, so it would take like an hour. So I might just do that and get 10 guild points because I claimed it, being stupid and things. Yeah, I might read this today too, as well as try and finish this. Yay. I'm gonna go read, and then I'll see you when I see you, probably in another week from now. Hello. We're gonna ignore the fact that I just filmed a video. But yeah, I have updates, kind of. Last time we spoke, I told you that I was going to read The Prince and the Dressmaker for the Necromancer exclusive quest, which I did. I read this and loved it again, 5 stars, one of my favorites. Yeah, so that is done. I got 10 guild points. Woo me! And then I also told you that I was going to read Serafina by Rachel Hartman for the shapeshifting prompt. I got to page 100 yesterday and I DNF'd this. Fucking hate that bitch. That book was just not for me. I could not. It was so boring. There were words that I had to like Google. Anyways, I'm giving up on that. It was kind of giving me a slump and we don't want that, especially not this month. So, as I said last time, I have changed my TBR for the rest of these 8 days that we have left. I'm on the struggle bus aggressively. But I did change a few more books. I'm so indecisive, it's not even funny. But for the shape-shifting prompt, I'm going to read Black Girl Unlimited because there's doves on the cover and I have researched extensively. Fun fact, apparently talons are a type of claws, and all birds have talons/claws, so any bird really fits this prompt. So a dove it is. I think that's a dove, honestly. Is that a dove? I don't know. So that's what I'm planning on reading for shapeshifting. And then for animal studies, I'm reading Instructions for Dancing, which I'm gonna start today. Hopefully read in one sitting because Nicola Yoon's books usually are fast for me. And then for Inscription, Restoration, and Lore, I'm gonna read the first 3 books in the Heroes of Olympus. The Lost Hero is for lore, obvious reasons. The Son of Neptune is for intimidating because all of the books are huge, so I'm counting it. I don't care. And then The Mark of Athena, I don't know if this is a spoiler, but whatever, I don't really care. I think there's a healer in it. Percy? I don't know. I think there's a healer in it. According to the internet, there's a healer in it. At least a small scene. I'm counting it. At this point, I low-key don't give a shit. And the last prompt, Demonology, is the arc that is In a Shadow of a Wish, which is 500 and something pages. I calculated how much I have to read a day and it's like 400 pages. We're fine. I'm fine. It's gonna go fine. We're gonna read like maniacs for the next week. Today at 6 p.m. is the 24-hour magical, I forgot the name. Sleepover? No. All-nighter. I'm stupid. So I might participate in that and try to boost my reading a little bit because I'm getting stressed, low-key sweating mentally. My plan for today is to start this, finish this. It's 200 and something pages, almost 300. I think it's doable. And then finish the arc that I'm reading. Typical? Making life harder. But it's called The Treehouse on Dog River Road, and it's for another quest, which is... I forgot. I don't know, but it was to have the letter D on the cover, dog, whatever. You know what I mean. So hopefully I can finish both of them today, and then tomorrow I'll start the Heroes of Olympus. And then in the middle I'll read Black Girl Unlimited and the other 400 arcs. Wish me luck. I need luck. It's the 26th. Last time I talked to you, I wanted to finish 2 books, one of them hopefully through the all-nighter, which I did. I finished it like 2 minutes before it ended. I finished this. Didn't really like it. I'm probably going to be unhauling this at the end of the year. Yeah. Disappointment, to say the least. Didn't really care for this. Yeah. Long story short, didn't like it. But I did it. And it was for the prompt of animal studies, I'm pretty sure, which was a quick read. And then I also talked about the arc that I was reading that wasn't really for a prompt, it was for a quest. I finished that yesterday. It was called Treehouse on on Dog River Road. Didn't really like that either. I keep hating every single book that I read. I don't know what's happening. I gave Instructions for Dancing a 3, and the Treehouse one I gave it a 2.5. I don't know. I'm not living, laughing, loving right now. Today, I'm going to try to start and finish another arc, which is for the demonology prompt because it has shadow in the title, which is called In the Shadow of a Wish. I've read like a few pages of it, but then I stopped because things. It's about a world, not really. It's about a kind of kingdom where all women need to be married by 26. And if they're not, they're sold off. Something really weird. And men need to be, they have the same thing. They need to get a wife by the age of 36. And they can have as many wives as they want because the goal of the like government is to procreate, I guess. And I think from what I've read, I think there's going to be, she's gonna find, it's a retelling on a Grimm story, I think, about a boy that finds a key and opens something in the ground. I think the main character is gonna find a genie kind of person that gives her 3 wishes, and she's gonna get out of that marriage situation. I don't know. The plan for today is to read that whole thing. It's 500 pages. Wish me luck. And then after that, I think I'll read this for the shapeshifting prompt, and then I'll start Heroes of Olympus. Today's the 26th, once again. I'm stressing out. I need to read a book a day. And most of the books I have left are 500 pages minimum. This, oof. Anyways, goodbye. I'm gonna go read because I needed to go do that aggressively. I'm so stressed out. So, the readathon has ended, clearly, and I have a lot to talk about with you. I don't know. In the last 3 days of the readathon, I went into a frenzy and read a lot. The last 3 books that I had to read were these 3. This was for lore, this was for restoration, and this was for conjuration? I don't know. Inscription. And I did it! I read these 2 in a day and a half, and this one in 2 days. I was on crack. So I did it. My character is a necromancer. At least I did the spring equinox moment. Hopefully in the autumn equinox or I don't remember. The next part of the readathon, I will finish it too, so my character can actually be a full necromancer, you know? But I thought as a last segment to this vlog, I would just do a recap because sometimes I skip to the end to get a recap. Just saying. So I did a little ugly, cute, crusty, I don't know, spread in my bullet journal. I don't know if I love it or hate it. It's a little bit in the middle. But I'm gonna go through the subjects in the order that is in the subject page that we were given, you know. For alchemy, I didn't read anything. For animal studies, I read Instructions for Dancing, and I gave this a 3. For art of illusion, I read The Reunion, which I gave a 2-star, I'm pretty sure. I didn't read anything for astronomy. For conjuration, I read Birthday, and I gave this a 4.5. For demonology, I read In the Shadow of a Wish, which I gave a 4-star. For elemental studies, I read Cosplay, which I gave a 3-star. For spells and incantations, I read a short story in this called Genetic Changelings, which I gave a 1-star, but I'm not really counting it for my Goodreads goal, but just so you know. For artificery, I read My Mechanical Romance, which I gave a 3.5. For inscription, I read Mark of Athena, which I gave a 4. For lore, I read The Lost Hero, which I gave a 4.5. For psionics and divination, I didn't read anything. For restoration, I read The Son of Neptune. There is technically some healing going on, so I'm counting it. And lastly, for shapeshifting, I did change some things around and I assigned the treehouse on Dog River Road for that prompt, which I gave a 2.5. And lastly, I just wanted to mention my guild points reputation moment. So I got 50 points for participating in the novice path, 50 points for completing this one, so I have 100, which technically means I'm at assistant level, so I can count DNFs, which is cool. So technically I could have used Seraphina as shapeshifting, but I'm not going to. And then I got a Necromancer quest, which was I Miss Chips, which was to bring back from the dead somebody's dog. And for that I read Prince and the Dressmaker, which I gave 5 stars because it is a reread and I love this. So yeah, those are all the books that I read in this vlog and for this readathon. So I completed it, even though it was super stressful at the end because I procrastinated, had a kind of a reading slump, and whatever, but it doesn't matter. We did it. Cue Dora the Explorer. I'm excited for the next round, even though I'm kind of stressed at the same time. Hopefully I don't have a part 2 of this where I read 450, 500-page books. That would be smart. But that is everything for today, and I'll see you in my next weird vlog. Bye!